goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Here's Stafford. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And down he'll go at the 25.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Set, lady, 10. Got you, White.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
On 1st and 10, English. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short. And they'll try the ground game here with a running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
They go play action here on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Operating from the gun. English. And Walker with it over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st down, English. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Parker that time, and it's 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, English. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. First foray into the red zone for Miami. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. So we're at halftime here in the annual. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on 2nd down. English, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
On 3rd down, English trying to lay one up and got his man complete. 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenny Stills, an even 90 yards, and the Dolphins add on to their lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To throw is Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
4 down.
On 2nd down now, Green. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now Stafford. Got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
10, 10. Set. Lady. 4 down. Tag 53.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Set. Lady. Middle.
To throw again. Stafford to the right and complete to Galladay. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it.
4 down, tag 53. 11, 21.
They snap it to Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Hugh Jackson rolls the dice, but it doesn't work for him. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. English. Going to throw right side here. Complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Lucky 56.
Operating from the gun. English. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. And they'll go on the ground. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
To throw on 2nd down. English. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A nice gain of 21 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Back now at Ford Field. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, Go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Hey, alert it, tag 53.
To throw from his end zone. Stafford looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barnes. And no forward progress here. This is going to be a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a two-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, we're at about 95% chance of winning.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out. And
I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Now let's go.
Throwing on 1st down. English. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. English flushed out right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, English steps away to his left. This is caught. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get to the end zone as well.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Throw left side complete. It's Barnes. looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now they try the right side here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Hey, shoot. 2 of those 3. 21.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barnes. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Hey. 40 set. 250. 10.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Watch 32. Hey, alert it. Tag 53. 21.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw. English looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Lions. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Point after, right down the middle, and it makes the score 21-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, the spin. Yeah, he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll keep it on the ground. Green. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Back to throw. English going deep here for Stills. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
We're good. Tag 53. Here we go. Set. Blue 60. Hey, give me radar.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Barnes. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense in every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
4 down. Tag 53.
Stafford on 1st down. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
53. Set. 180. Hey.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Stafford. Over the middle to Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The 15 yards there on the catch and run. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
10. Set. Blue 80. Hey, go here. 4 down. 4 down.
Stafford. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And a tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
He'll get it up the middle. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week and you're
move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll